Well, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel. I do thank you very much for joining me here today. FS19 and a map review. This is the FS19 Jones Dairy Farm. This has just been recently updated with some fixes and additions. So let's have a look around. Now, we don't get any starter vehicles in this version. Yeah. I'm doing the version where you start with the 1.2 mil, etc., etc., as I usually do. So here's our spawn point. Here's our house. Although I don't believe it's a house. I think it's just a house. Yep. Alrighty. Same as this isn't really a car, it's just a car. That, however, is a barbecue. Alright, let's have a little look about. And we're going to start our look about, of course, with a map. There you are. It's blurry. I know the mini-map was kind of weird. It looked blurry. I'll show you what I mean here. See what I mean? It's almost like a picture taken out of focus. The words are nice and clear. Anyway, I just thought that was odd. So here we are. As we can see, there we are. So, quite a few sale points here. Wow. Area for a placeable farm. A little bit of forest down here. Alright, and we have 2 cow pastures. Now, let's go to buyables. Or at least land buyable. Alright, this whole thing, 620,000. And it gets you these 2 cows as well, or cow buyers. Now, this, of course, is the map that introduced the quote-unquote free-range cows, which basically meant they took the cow buyer, removed all the buildings and fences, and made it just a footprint you could put down that would support cows. It has troughs and all of the proper points in it. So let's start by buying this. Now, you'll notice, though, that doesn't get you any fields. So yeah, there's 600k gone. If you actually want to work, 400, 354, little tiny guy, great big guy. So for about $1 million, you can get yourself some pretty decent stuff going on. But we'll stay with that for now. As I say, you don't get any starting gear, but you do get 3 mods. Main cow pasture, north cow pasture, and a large bunker silo. Interesting. So, to quote my friend Driz, let's have a wee nosy. This is one of those rather flattish maps, so if there's issues with that, this may not be the one for you. And splash. Now that was unsatisfactory. Alright, appears to be just a sort of large blank building. I guess this gives you a nice area that you can set a few items up for your farm. That's quite the fence. I'd almost expect that to be electric. Alright, so you've got one sort of usable shed there. Let's see if we can find our way to anything else in here. No. Okay, it shows a fuel point. Ah, here we are. I almost missed it. There we are. There's your diesel tank. And here... Whew. There you go, there's a shed with a bit of space. Certainly have a lot of open ground here if you want to place things down. And here is our 1 cow shed. Certainly a big area. Okay, I didn't notice... Yeah. None of those triggers seem to give me the actual, here we go. This must be it here. Yep. So here's where we get our critters. Let's just for the heck of it load a few in, shall we? I mean, oh, why not? So, yeah, let's buy us some, well, I've never had Brahmins before. Let's get some Brahmins. What the heck, right? Yeah, let's get a couple of brown Brahmins. And a couple of white ones. Okay. There we go. We have $10,000 worth of moose. And $800 to transport. So there's a water trough. It must be just my eyes this morning. Even the cows look blurry. Of course, they probably think I look pretty blurry, too. Alright. So there's one cow bar. Oh. Thank you. Oops. Alright, now what do we got here? It almost looks like something you'd maybe store some straw or hay or something in, you know? Got sort of a standalone silo there. Doesn't appear to be anything in particular, nor does that one. Are there any sort of hitski points? No. No. And no. No. Alright. Just the usual triggers inside the cow bar. Cool enough. Cool enough. Let's continue on. It's a big piece of property, I must say. Alright, got yourself a biggin' barn there. Indeed. There's some old kit. Huh. Old donkey or something. Now this is, I believe, our other cow bar. Maybe it's actually this guy. Although I don't think the barn is part of it. Could be wrong. That's... not sure about that. What's going on with the texture on that one panel, but that's a little bit odd. So... I don't know what they're all mooing about. I haven't bought any cows up here yet, actually. But here's where we would do that. Yeah, let's go for some normal cow skis. And some black and whites. And there they are. So there you go. So you can see it extends a long ways. Like, there's one of the cows we bought. And you darn near need to take a tractor to get to them. And then it's all surrounded by this, yeah, definitely looks like an electrified fence. But you can see the range for them is huge. Which I guess on a map made for it is fine. I wouldn't want to try and set this down on one of the maps I was actually playing, though. Alright. Well, a big hurrah for all the Bessies and Bossies. What does this say? Farm fresh milk. Jones Dairy Farm. Very cool. Alright. Now, I do believe that's pretty much the farm itself. There's a water tank. Is that functional? Yep. I'm actually standing in the box. There we go. Alright, so that water tank is functional. Very good, very good. I would have preferred the map be a little more translucent as opposed to blurry. Maybe that's what they were trying to do. Always change the transparency of it. Alright. Now there, I believe, would be that... I can't go with that thing there. It's just too obtrusive. The other added mod, which is this huge silage bunker. And I mean, this is huge. Look at this thing. There we go. Now we get the fill level come up. Yep, that's a pretty chunky monkey. Wow. So, I would be curious as to whether we have functioning silos. Because I haven't seen that yet. And I don't think... You know, it doesn't actually show any tips. So, I guess you gotta buy yourself a silo. Interesting. Well, let's get out there and look at the map. But I'm gonna need a vehicle to do that. So, let's grab ourselves a pickup truck. In a color other than white. Alright, now, we're going to find out where the shop is. Close your eyes. Open them. Alright, here we are. And if we look at our map... Alright, so there's the farm. Here's where we are now. And it appears there's the shop here as well as a lime station. So, alright, there's our shop stuff, including our bank. A nice looking little shop, eh? Not bad. Looks like a bunch of cargo trailers stapled together. Whew. Oh, come on. I know I fit in here. Wow, look at all these little rooms. Wonder what you'd use these for. And then out into the main showroom. Okay. And there, of course, is our shop part of the shop. You can get stuff fixed and broken and added to. And I would assume this little puppy out here in the corner would be our lime station. Yep, there you go. A little hitbox around it, a whole bit. Nice. Alright. Let us go exploracating. I see traffic's turned on. That's a good thing. Shouldn't mess us up too bad. Alright. Now, I don't really need that, but I would like to know where I'm going. So, you see, this is a problem with blurry maps. I can't actually tell where the roads are. Now, we could, of course, just simply bounce from place to place, but we wouldn't see much of the map that way, would we? Here we have a restaurant. That's usually a sale point, and this is no exception. Da-da-da-deep. Boink. Alright. And while we're here, might as well find out what they sell, or buy, or sell. A restaurant. They buy, so far, everything. Okay, they're not fans of cotton. Can't say as I blame them. Well, unless they make their own tablecloths, or wool. They will buy our milk and our eggs. They're not into wood or any of the grassy sort of things. And oddly enough, the restaurant will not buy any of our manures. A little bit fussy, aren't they? Okay. I mean, surely the smell of fresh dumped manure wouldn't affect their restaurant goers. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh. Here we go. The basketball court. Hey, somebody left their gym bag. Well, that was certainly one of my better shots. What's in the bag, man? I'm pretty good at that, eh? I can overshoot with the best of them. Alright, anyways, that's not really a part of the map review. Yeah, I know, don't quit your day job. Well, that's okay, I don't have one. Here we are. So, ooh, that's quite the abruptly rectangular field. Alright, let's go. So, we've got our gas station here. BP, British Petroleum. We used to have BP here in Canada. We do not anymore. At least not in my part of the world. At any rate. So, looks like we got small stuff up here. We have the Cozy Wool. Which, I'm going to, shouldn't make assumptions, but I'm going to assume they buy wool. I'm going to assume further they buy it right here. Alrighty. So, that's the spinnery. Right across the street, we have a business called Pioneer Seed. Pioneer brand seeds. Alright. Which I believe is another sell point, if we have a look. Pioneer Seed. And Pioneer Seed buys. Oh, just like the others, pretty much everything. In fact, Pioneer Seed, the ranch, and the restaurant, which are your sort of general purchasers, all pretty much buy pretty much everything. Yeah, that's not a bad spread. Yeah, there's some decent competition. Again, until you get into the more unique items. And I do much prefer when they have a little bit, somewhere else that might go, hey, 258, now I'll do 270. Or I'll do 230 and you'll go and sell it at the barn. But not this one, unfortunately. But there you go. So here's another sell point. So far, a very nice looking map. Can see that some thought did go into the layout. Oh, okay, I don't suppose that's how that was supposed to go. But oh well. Let's go have a look at the dairy, shall we? Da-da-da-da, what does that say? Log sales. I guess we're going to have to look at that, seeing as it came up first. Oh no. This is the biomass heating plant, where oddly enough they buy logs. E.g. miles, heat and energy. Very cool. Alright, so make with the logs over here. Press the sell me button over there. And well, it would appear for a biomass heating plant they don't actually buy anything but logs. Yeah, I don't see a tip point for chippage of any kind. I've got my hitbox. You can see the big hitbox over there. Well, what in the heck is that one? Oh, I see. That's just caused by that car. That's sort of their collision box. So no, there's only the one. So this is where we would sell our logos. There we go. I do believe that's all of them off. Oops, sorry. I don't know what I just pressed there, but I meant to do that and tab into the truck. But that was apparently way too much trouble. Okay. So, we've sold our logs. Let's carry on. Ah, here's a way out. How convenient. In fact, this way out will take us to the biogas plant. The baga. And, well, may not be the most well-marked opening, but that's the way in. Some decent-sized silos. Only a couple, but, I mean, what do you really need, you know? What could you really need? There's our digester, right here. Woohoo! And over here, of course, is where we do the dump. Not bad. It almost looks low enough to use a trailer. Never know, though. Alrighty. Now, I think what we missed out of there is somewhere in the middle of all this is an animal dealer. So, let's see here. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, it's not that one. I got a feeling it's that thing back there. I just got to figure out how we get to it. Nope. Whoops. Good thing I'm on the wrong side of the road, isn't it? Ooh, maybe not. Okay, that road looks to go there. So let's do that. Okay. Now, first of all, this side. We have this. I believe this is the ranch. Is it? Whoops. Thump thump. Yeah, this is the ranch again. Okay, now this would be, I guess, our final buy everything. Yeah, the ranch was the other one. Pioneer Seed Ranch and Restaurant are sort of your buy 'em if you got 'em sort of places. Alright. Hey, there's one of those things to make cows dizzy. I don't know what they are. I figure it's like a cow merry-go-round. It's all fun and games till a cow pukes. Alright. Now, here's our barn, which of course is where we sell our baleage and silage and strawage and grassamania and, you know, all of those sort of things. Excellent. We'll just cruise on down. There's the giant bronze cow. We know what that means. We have a stockyard. Here we are, Patterson Stockyards. And fairly oblivious what they do here. They sell us stock to put in our yards. Most specifically, right here. I do believe... Oh, maybe not. I'm not getting an aminal dialogue. Oh, animal pens. Main cow pasture. Huh. Okay, well that's different. So you can actually buy pens there. That's certainly unusual. That is certainly unusual. What if I wanted to buy like a turkey? Or, you know, a moose or some other farm animal? Where would I do that? Nope, I still don't get an animal dialogue. Huh. Well, let's go back to this. So yeah, that's definitely your one point there. So why doesn't it come up with an animal dialogue? I wonder if only cows are available. Like as far as... maybe that's why this is working that way. And it doesn't work from the truck. I don't get any trigger at all. Alright. So this says it's the animal dealer. I'm standing right on top of it, so this is definitely the one. But yeah, we end up with animal pens. Alright, well, that's a little different. I guess, with a name like the Dairy Farm map, they're not exactly pro-piggy. Okay. With that said, however, we should be able to, I think I can zip through here. Get back out onto the other highway. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, that's that one. I've turned in a wee bit too soon. No, it does say the forest area is over there. This is kind of the end of the road, though, so... I'm sure once we get over here, we'll figure out where the road is. Alright, so this is your forest. Or as we like to call it, trees on a hill. I heard a woodpecker. That's pretty funny. Okay, I don't think there... Oh, there we go, look. I have found the magic rod. Ta-da! Ooh, it's a nice little lake, eh? Not pretty. So yeah, you're not going to have the most comfortable of logging experiences, as it looks like a good portion of it you're going to be hanging off the side of a hill. Well, we do have some trees down here on the flats, I guess. So, let's, out of curiosity, let's say you actually wanted to do forestry. Okie dokie, let's zoom out a bit. Alright, buying a forest. Wow. Yeah. So, that's a big chunk. Oh, property. 900k almost, eh? Alright. So forestry is certainly not, it's encouraged almost as much, I think, as, well, sheep farming. Oh, well. From what I understand, there's always been a little bit of a competitive between, excuse me, sheep farmers and cattle farmers. Although I guess these aren't cattle farmers, are there? Again, there's a difference between a cattle farm and a dairy farm. Oh, I think I turned in a bit too soon. Yep, this is someone's private house. Ooh, look. Can go do some fishing off the wharf. Hey, they even left us a boat, man. No, can't seem to start the motor. Well, this is a nice little feature, eh? That's where we were when I first spotted the lake, was over there in the quote-unquote forest. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's certainly convenient for this guy. I've never quite seen that on a dock before, but there you are. Maybe it's a movable set of stairs. Wherever you dock your boat, you just move the stairs over. Alright, well that's a neat little feature. I do appreciate when they put some extra touches in, even if they're not usable. You know, I prefer usable things, but hey. We are apparently still a ways from having product scripts where we can make things. Alright, so it looks like the sawmill, yeah, is pretty much our last stop. Oh, I guess that weird-looking brown hump is actually the lake. Okay. So here we go. Well, these guys should buy both wood chips and the sawdust. One would hopes. Drove into a bunch of boards. Nothing there. Okay. Alright, looks like most of the action's way down the far end here. Okay, that would be your log salt point. Let's see again if we have... Yeah, I don't see any other, whoop. It's kind of hard to drive in skittle mode here. No. So again, it doesn't look like there is a wood chip sale point. Huh. Oh, that's just the hitbox for that vehicle. Okay. No. Excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, does it? Oh. It's kind of odd, because I thought we did find a second place that bought the logs. Oh. He's mystery to me. I'm not a very bright fellow. So the thing I'd like to have a look at now is... Oh, that's interesting. It looked like it came out there. This other place to put a farm. Because I think that's pretty much one of our last stops. So. Here we go. Ah, alrighty. That would be here. Alright. And this little spot. $308K. Buy the field next door for another $361. So, you don't get the cow fields, but you would get all of this meadowage back here. That's a lot of grass. And then, like I say, pick up this little field. Not a bad start, you know. Not a bad start. And with that said, I think we have pretty much, other than one gas station up by Field 4, pretty much looked at all the sites. What? Now, see again, that may not be the prettiest of backgrounds, but it's a lot easier to take than the wall of trees that we saw on that other map. You know, when there are options like this, that's why I don't understand when they do it. It's such a letdown compared to what could be there. See, this almost looks like another spot you could set yourself up as a farm, eh? You got a fuel point here. You got a little house. Not that you can live or sleep in that house, but there's your fuel point. You got your first shed of a barn type of thing. This is kind of an interesting little property. Let's have a look again, shall we? And we are way up here. Ooh, 447. It's not bad. It's not bad. You get a fair bit of property here, actually. Again, a decent little amount of grass. Oh, what is this? I get a feeling this is something we don't want to be dealing with. Oh, cotton. Well, there you are. you want to start out as a cotton farmer, you can do that. Interesting. Now, I think this little bit of meadow here is included in that, isn't it? Let's just have a quick looky. Yes, it is. So, you could do cotton and grass. Well, well, well. There you go, guys. I think that's pretty much going to do it for Jones Dairy Farm. There will be a link to where I got the map in the description down below. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to hit that like button. There's also a share button for any of you that hadn't noticed, and that will do cool things as well. But until next time, and most importantly, take care of each other, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show. Ciao for now.